Just some friendly advice. Just because a girl is being nice to you, it doesn't mean that she likes you. A lot of guys make this mistake, man. Especially coworkers that are girls. We may notice that they start to show an interest in our conversations. You may notice that they may even give you like a chocolate bar or Friday for saying thank you, or it's just like random acts of kindness from a woman, whether it's a coworker or someone that you mutually know. And then you're under this assumption that she likes you, right? Because of the attention that she's giving you. But I'm telling you right now, there are times when that's not the case. She may just be bored, if it's a coworker, she might just be bored, and you may entertain her for a short period of time, but she doesn't look at you as that attractive person. It may just be, because especially if it's just like out of the blue. If it's just out of the blue, she starts showing interest in you, but she didn't show interest in you from the start, then there's a chance that she's just doing it because she's bored. And maybe that's just her personality. Maybe she's just a very kind person. So, she's just kind to everyone. And you just happen to be part of those kind people that she's kind to. But then you automatically assume because she's attractive that she likes you because she's being kind to you. But that is not always the case, man. And the thing is, man, guys, we need to figure this out, bro. We need to be able to realize this. That not all girls, just because they're kind, just because they're talking to us, that they, oh my god, she likes me, she has a crush on me, I have a chance with her. Maybe, but most of the time, maybe not. Because a lot of girls, man, nowadays, they got so many options. They have so many options through social media apps. And if the girl's pretty decently looking, she probably has guys approach her all the time. She probably has guys in her DMs on her social media. She has bare options. But you gotta understand, man, at the beginning, the girl has to show interest with choosing signals. She's looking at you all the time, she's finding excuses to talk to you. But if it's like one or two instances where she's showing interest, but the rest of the majority of the time she isn't, chances are, man, she's not interested in you, bro. I have made this mistake so many times, especially living in a foreign country where it's even more difficult because of the language barrier. There was a coworker at my school who was pretty cute. And I honestly thought that she really liked me because she was talking to me and she was showing me pictures of the food that she makes and all this type of stuff. And then I had the balls to ask her out. I'm like, yo, listen, let me take you out for sushi or something, right? And then she messaged me. Well, first I got her number and she was very inclined to accept my number. She didn't say no. I guess this is a form of mannerism to just say yes to everything in a foreign country to foreigners because they don't want to seem rude. But she took my number and I messaged her and I said, listen, let's go out for our date. And then her reply was that, first she was like, yeah, I'm down. I asked her face to face, are you down? First she's like, yeah, I'm so down. And then she messaged me, a couple of days later, oh, sorry, man, I can't come. Didn't give me a reason. But I was like, all right, that's cool. No worries. That's how you should approach it. Cold response, man. Oh, okay. That's fine. Don't ponder over it. But the thing is, sometimes you do ponder over it because you're confused. You're like, I thought she liked me. I thought she was into me. And then all of a sudden she just decides to say no, even though she said yes in the beginning. Bro, women change their minds all the time. Like how the seasons start to change. Women go through a lot of thought process in their brain, through emotion, through feeling, and maybe one day it's a yes, and then maybe 5 minutes later it's a no. For foreigner girls specifically, especially in like Asian countries, I think a lot of them, they don't want to be, some of them, I think in Japan specifically, Japanese girls they don't like to say no. They don't want to make you feel bad, especially if it's a coworker. They'll always say yes to everything, but deep down, it's really a no. They put up a facade, like an image of, oh yeah, yes, this and that, yes and that, yeah, you know what, yeah, just to create harmony, maintain harmony amongst the workplace, especially if she's a coworker. But the point I'm trying to make, man, is that, yeah, going back to the point, Like, girls, if they're kind to you, if they're nice to you, it doesn't mean that she's into you, bro. Maybe it's just her personality, as I said, you know. Or maybe in just that tiny moment, you're just filling her sense of boredom, you know. And when that happens, bro, don't get desperate, bro. Don't keep trying to push onto to try to go out with her. Like, if she says no, or if she like starts changing her behavior, bro, the reality is she never really liked you. You were just some form of entertainment to her, you know. And that's just the facts, bro. That's just the facts. And I've noticed something. I've noticed that when you just pull back, and when you're just like when you're cold after an incident like that happened to me at my workplace, where the girl just texted me saying I can't go up, I just became cold, bro. Like, I just keep it strictly professional. I act like nothing ever happened. I pretend like nothing ever happened, because nothing did happen. Because I don't want to create awkwardness or tension, especially if it's a coworker. And dating someone in the workplace, it's a very dangerous game. Very dangerous game, bro. It can cause a lot of problems, because if you do, say like all the coworkers are gonna know about your gossip. They're gonna eventually find out that you guys are dating. And if you guys break up, and you guys are still working together, that's the most awkwardest shit ever. Most awkward shit ever. It's ridiculous. You know, it can make you go mentally insane. I know somebody who did that, who was working at a school as a teacher, and he was dating one of his coworkers, and they broke up, and they were still working together in the same school. And he said that he was so emotionally effed up from that he was very close to quitting. He did not want to work anymore, all because of a girl. So, you know, I feel like I dodged a bullet there in that sense. But, you know, even if she's not a coworker, bro, don't dedicate so much of your time and thoughts thinking as to why she made her decision, or why she decided to say no, or about why one day she's nice to you and the next day she isn't. Don't ponder over that, bro. That's just, you know, female nature. That's just like the natural behavior. You know what I mean? Because remember, man, girls have more options than you as a man. Girls have way more options than you. That's an absolute fact. You know? And they are constantly being validated by society all the time. Constantly being validated. Constantly getting attention. Especially if they're somewhat cute or beautiful. They are constantly getting attention. So if they are being kind to you, chances are they're being kind to everyone else as well. If she goes out of her way to talk to you, if she goes out of her way to always find a way to be in your presence, and she's always looking at you and always asking questions about what you're doing, and she's always showing interest in you, then chances are she does like you. But if I'm talking about, if it's just like 1 day or 2 days where she's showing interest, and then the next couple of days she's being cold, or she's not replying to your text messages, or it's just like you know, then she's just doing it because she's bored. Because you're giving her that time of day. You're giving her that validation. You're filling that void for her. That temporary void for her. That's exactly what you're doing. And this is something a lot of guys need to understand this, bro. Don't get so freaking horny, man. Don't get so desperate when you're talking to the girls, and especially if a cute girl's giving you just a little bit of attention, you automatically are assuming that she likes you. Don't think that way, bro. Think of it like sales. You know, you go to a flea market and you're trying to bargain a sales from the vendor, and the vendor's offering you something. You know, he's really kind to you. He's really nice to you. Oh man, look at you, man. You're looking real handsome, man. You know what would be good with that body of yours? A nice little T-shirt of mine. Come on, purchase that. Today's 50%, 60% off, and he's like really, really good at talking to you. But you need to be ready to walk away. The moment you're ready to walk away, that's when he'll come back to you. He'll be like, yo, oh wait, hold on. I might give you a better discount. You know, you need to understand the game, the underlying message, the underlying theme. You need to be more observant when it comes to interacting with people, right? It goes beyond figuring out how girls are. It goes beyond that. If you're able to understand the behavior of people, you will have no problems with people, bro. You'll have no problems with people. And everyone has an underlying goal within them. Everyone has something that they want for you. I don't care what it is. Everyone has something that they need from you, and you also need something from them at the end of the day. You know, there are some people in your life, very few, that they may not need anything from you, and they genuinely appreciate your your presence and all this type of stuff. But a majority of the time, the people that you meet in your life, there is some sort of transactional relationship happening amongst you guys. You know, it could be through money, it could be through business, it could be through sex, it could be through entertainment, it could be through laughter. That person's giving you laughter, he's giving you joy. There is some sort of transaction going on, right? And that's just how it is. That's just the reality. Anyways, thank you for listening to my rant. I'll see you next time.